The only thing that we can blame for our reality is us, because we create our reality with the things we think. You can change your entire life by changing your mind. Greetings, Fran's fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing? Good? Good. All right, so it's my birthday month, and October is just kind of different for me. Like, I have a lot of revelations that happen around my birthday, but before I jump into all of that, let me first of all say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I am the Miracle Manifester, and around here, it's all about creating and manifesting, cultivating and sustaining your best and grandest life. If that's something that you vibe with and you want to stick around and learn how to do that, please do. Subscribe, hit the button, leave me a comment, let me know where you're from. We're glad to have you. All right, so this is the month of October, and the month of October is really different for me. I think that if you've been around here for some time, you know that I always talk about around my birthday month, like heading up into my birthday month, I start to get all these revelations and all these downloads about life and my life, and I always take about a week and a half off to just sit and be and listen, and I've done that. And I want to talk to you guys about something that has really been very relevant in my spirit in the last 2 weeks. And I realize that it's a game changer in trying to create and manifesting your life. And that's any part of your life, whether it be you're a special person, money, whatever part of your life, your health, etc. This thing that I have been really getting a lot of information about, but also using myself, it's been magnified as I'm coming up on my, my time to really sit and be present, right? And sometimes sitting and being present is not always easy. But before we get into that, let me give thanks to those of you who shouted me out for my birthday, who sent me emails, who sent me cards. I got coffee. I got all kind of stuff for my birthday, and I wasn't really expecting it. So I just want to say thank you, first of all, but I'm going to shout y'all out. All right, let me start with my list of people. We're going to start with Rhonda Bryce, who is also a Libra. What's up, Rhonda? Team Libra for sure. Marilyn, thank you. Miss Kim, Miss Noble, Dex Day, Roxanne, Vicky, Candace, April, Crystal, Helena, Linda, Betty, Ricky, Linda, S, Lawana, Renee, Emily, Lisa, Zaya, Cece, Nikki, Sharon, Laura, Amber, Robin C, Robin A, Sharon K, Heather M, Tracy M, Shay, Trish. We've got Brittany, my writing, Brittany, Karen, is that Laura? Laura, sorry Laura. So I have two Lauras. I have a Laura A, a Laura H, and a Laura M. I have a Katie, a Jen, a Stephanie, let's see. I can't even, y'all listen, my handwriting. Oh, a Charla and a Shannon. If I missed anybody, please blame my head and not my heart. I tried to get them to give me a list off of everybody who sent emails. So if I missed you any other way, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for sending me the emails. Thank you for taking time out your day to bless me on my day. Thank you. All right, so here's the thing. Like I said, every year in October is bittersweet for me, right? We have a lot of October birthdays in my family. So we have me and my nephew on the 2nd, my mom and my son on the 6th. I have a niece on the 22nd, an uncle on the 9th, an auntie on the 12th. I mean, we have crazy birthdays in October, right? And so every year, especially since I lost my mom many years ago, I always take some time to just be, right? And to just really almost take a sabbatical, right? And look back over my life and just kind of listen to what Spirit gives me about moving forward. I always create a list in October about the things that I like to see in the next year. So for me, my years start in October. They go from October to October instead of January to January. So this year, I was in a very remote location by myself, and I was writing, and I was praying, and I was meditating on where my life is at this point, right? And how I would like to take my life to another level. And really in life, I mean, let's just be honest, like, in life, we should be elevating constantly. Sometimes we come to the little stops where, you know, there's something that we need to get off of this stop. So I see life like a bus, right? Let's like a bus. You get on the bus, you get off at this stop, you go to the grocery store, you get off at this stop, you go shopping, you get off at this stop, you go meet your friends for lunch. That's kind of how life is. When life is moving, it's moving dynamically, wonderfully. But when it comes to a little bit of a stop, it's because there's something that our higher power and our higher self wants us to learn so that we can take a quantum leap to the next level. So as I was sitting there thinking about my next level and how I wanted my next level to look, right? And how I wanted to show up in my next phase of life, I thought about my mindset, right? So we're going to talk about a little bit about the mindset today. I thought about how I can think a thing. Now, y'all with me? I could think a thing with no resistance, and that thing will happen immediately. So when I talk about thinking a thing with no resistance, I could say something like, I'm going to go to Spain for my birthday. I have no other thought about how I'm going to get to Spain, where's the money coming for me to go to Spain, who am I going to Spain with, where am I going to get the time to go to Spain. The thought, the primary thought, my mind says, I'm going to go to Spain. So my subconscious mind says, we're going to Spain. And things start to align so that we can go to Spain. When you have a thought and you have no resistance around that thought, which we really shouldn't have any resistance around our thoughts, because we're not the one completing the thing that we want. We're proactive in the thing when we need to be, but we're not making the thing happen. The universe, God, your higher power, all of these heavenly beings, your angels, everything that's working for you, it's what's bringing things together to work for you. But you have to control your thoughts, your mindset. I looked over my life and I looked where I am right now. I looked at where I thought I would possibly be right now, and I'm a little bit off the marker. Not a lot, but a little bit off the marker. And I had to think about the fact of, why am I off the marker at all? Like, why is it that I don't have all the things, right? Why don't I have all the things? Why don't I have all the things that I desire to have? And as I got clear with myself, right? And got honest with myself, because we don't like to be honest with ourselves, Leigh. Like, your girl gonna tell you the truth. Y'all, me, we don't like to be honest with ourselves. We don't want to admit that we are the problem, right? When I started to think about why I'm not where I want to be, why am I off the mark by 10%, 7%, whatever the percentage is, I had to come to the conclusion that I'm off the mark because I've had blocks around what it is I'm actually trying to call in. Whenever things are not moving in our life, whether it be manifesting love, manifesting money, manifesting homes, manifesting cars, clients, manifesting good health, whatever the case may be, if we are not seeing things show up in our lives, it's because our mindset is saying that's not going to happen. You cannot speak one thing and think something else, because you may fool the people, but you cannot fool God. You cannot fool your higher power. You cannot fool your subconscious into believing that you believe something that you really don't believe, right? The subconscious mind will do whatever you tell it. So if you're telling it, I'm going to Spain for my birthday, but then you're thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get to Spain. I ain't never been to Spain before, and it's probably cost a lot of money, and I don't have all that money. You ain't going to Spain. By simply changing your thoughts, you can change your life. Now, this message came back to me for a reason, right? This came back to me for a reason. Not only did it come back to me so that I could get in alignment, but I needed to tell y'all so you can get in alignment too. We cannot blame things outside of us for our current reality. The only thing that we can blame for our reality is us, because we create our reality with the things we think. You can change your entire life by changing your mind. And you know what? I'm going to challenge you to do this for 30 days, right? And I'll do it with you. For 30 days, I'm going to challenge you to not think and say anything negative. Now, for some of us, that's hard because we're so negative, that's all we can think and say. We don't have any other conversation unless it's negative. Even if you find yourself saying something negative, I want you to clear, cancel, and delete that thought as quickly as possible and come back to a good thought. If you can do this for 30 days, you will see your life change. Your attitude will change. Your mood will change. The things you attract will change. People around you might even change. Because you're changing your thought, which changes your perception, which changes your reality. This life that we live is all about perception. Everything that I have attracted, manifested, and created in my life came from me changing my perception about that thing. When I wanted to travel first class, I changed my perception about traveling first class. I had to think differently about traveling first class. When I wanted to have a different car, I had to change my perception about the car. I couldn't sit up and say, car payments are high, and if I get a newer car, I'm going to have a higher payment, so I don't know. I really do want the car though. Do you see how double-minded that is? You cannot be wishy-washy, going back and forth in your mind about the things that you want. The things that you desire, the things that you want to see show up in your life will show up when you don't have resistance to that thing. I can guarantee you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that if you look at what you don't have it because you have resistance around it. There's something that's saying to you, I can't have this. This is not going to happen for me. This doesn't work for me. When you are wanting to manifest your life, you got to do the work around manifesting. And it's really not that hard to change your thoughts if you truly want what you desire. So that's what I got for my birthday message from me. I'd love to know what you think about this. And I'd love to know some of the things that you do and some of the things that work for you when you are manifesting and creating your current reality. Because your reality is always your current thoughts. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. Peace and blessings to you. Bye for now.